These five brushes are all I need for my eye looks right here. Elf Cosmetics.
Okay.
They're amazing, high quality, and they're really good to blend with.
All right, so there's five brushes, and the question is, do you need all five to really do this makeup look, or do you just use one, or do you need all five of them?
I will use all five, and I want to have all five just in case I need a clean brush to do something with, because these are all so versatile. Like this is the blending brush right here, but I could also use this as a blending brush or this as a concealer brush for my under eye area. So you don't want to limit yourself. You want to have all five available, ready to use for your eyeshadow looks.
Okay, perfect. So should we get started with one of the looks that you have, the look that you're going to create? Can you show us
Yeah.
how you're going to put in that eyeshadow and which eyeshadow you're going to be using?
So I started with an eyeshadow primer from e.l.f. Like a lot of my products are by e.l.f. Cosmetics. And you just kind of put this on all over your eye and blend it. And this is what's going to make your eyeshadow last longer all throughout the day. Then, after you did your primer, you want to go in. This is by Revlon now. This eyeshadow palette is the Player palette by Revlon, and it has all these fun colors. And you'll see the greens and the blues. That's what I used for my eye look today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this really dark navy blue, and that's what I'm going to use first. We're going to put that on the eyelid, like the bottom part of your eye, which is your eyelid. So that's what you're going to do first. And we're going to use a lot of the colors here too, just to kind of give it more dimension and a more fun look.
That is full.
So that's
This
the
color
blue.
payoff on this Revlon Lou, I am so surprised by how much color is packed. You just use like, you dipped your brush in just once into the palette and instantly it looked like there was a ton of color. Now,
That's
the
it.
way that
That's
you're
it.
applying, I'm always shook about how to apply powder. Do you tap it onto your eyelid? Do you brush it on to the eyelid? How do you get that color to really jump out from your eyes?
Honestly, what I do is I deposit the color. So I tap on the color and then I kind of remove any excess. And then you tap it on to deposit it and then blend. So you want to put the color, you want to place the color first and then you can blend to diffuse it. And this blue is amazing, which is why I kind of matched it up with my little sweater here and my earrings. So that's what you do, you blend. And then we're going to actually go ahead and do a green, like a lime green color from this palette.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I'm just going to clean my brush a little bit and take this lime green right here, excess. And I'm going to use that as the second color right on top of the blue. So you see that color? It's the second color right on top of the blue. And you
So
place
cute.
it on and blend. Then the third color I'm going to be using for this look is this turquoise color right here. And these are so vibrant. And that's what's going to go right on top of that lime green. You see right there. So we're layering right now. We're layering. Then what I'm going to use,
that you're using the same brush.
I love this brush because it's what I use to kind of place that color instead of blending it so much. And I use it to place a color and to blend. So it's so versatile, this brush, which is why I love. But I'm actually going to jump into my angled brush right here. You guys could see. And I'm going to use that turquoise color, which was the last color I used. And I'm going to go right on my crease and kind of shape that line that you see on my other eye. So this is what's going to create that shape that I could use to trace my black liner with. So you'll see that I'm kind of winging it out now and creating that shape, that angled shape right here. And this is what's going to really showcase the eyeshadow color from this palette. And what I'll
That
do
is
is
so pretty.
I'll actually bring it downwards right underneath, just so all the colors could be shown. You see it?
I'm obsessed with it. I'm just watching. You know, that's the thing about watching somebody apply makeup. You're just mesmerized. You're just like watching and staring, and you're just entranced watching how
Yeah.
expertly you're applying that makeup. It looks so good. Okay, so we have how many colors in that palette? We have 8 shadow palettes, eyeshadow palettes. Are they all as bright and vibrant, or are some a little more muted?
A few towards the end, like this way. Sorry, there we go. No, the other way, Lou. Right here. These are more cream golds, and then there's a dark brown. So this is what you would use for like a more neutral effect, and then or daytime, and then you want to vamp it up for nighttime, and you want more colors. Then you'll go to the other end of this eyeshadow palette.
Got
You
it.
see?
Look at how blendable that is. I can't get over that, Lou. Okay, so now we have it. We see you put on the different colors and it's looking so good, looking like a disco queen. What's next? What's the next step?
I have to tell you something. When I think disco, I think of gloss and high shine. So I have this product. It's a gloss highlighter. So it's very clear. And what I did is I took a really tiny brush from e.l.f. and I brushed it on all over to give it that nice glossy shine. And that's when I think of the 70s, the disco. It's like that shine, that high shine, that ultra glossy look.
It's like
So
that
you
liquid
see it,
shine.
has like,
It looks like you've just dipped
yeah,
yourself in water or something. Yeah, it looks so good. I've seen like so many celebrities doing that look where it looks like it's wet. It's almost like your eyes
hmm,
are wet. But what's interesting about this, Lou, is that you can use it on other parts, right? So you can use it on your cheek, you can use it on your
yep.
eyes, you can use it different places.
I used it a little bit down as my highlighter, down the nose. But you know what I did? I also put it on my lips as a clear gloss. You see?
Little
And
steps like that. Look at that.
it really gives that nice, shiny, glossy look. So very, very multi-useful, very versatile, this product. Now I could actually do a black liner and do this, the same look that I did on this eye. But if you're not comfortable with it, you don't have to do it. You could leave this colorful eye as is because it already has that blended look to it. But I actually like that, if the effect of having that black liner with a little bit of a shape, just like that dress, the costume that you're wearing, the
Right.
disco
Oh, we're
costume.
going to Studio 54. We're going to
Yeah.
a disco in our minds, virtually. If there's a virtual Studio
Yes.
54, that's where we're going. You know what I noticed as you were applying that glow shine lighter, which by the way, I'm obsessed with, because if you're a little bit older, what people don't tell you about highlight is that it can actually make you even look way older. It can actually mature you. So it's great on young skin, but sometimes it can be a little bit too much if you're a little bit older. That's why I
Yes.
really like that product, because it just comes across as like natural and clear. It just looks like you're just glowing and radiant. But what I noticed was you didn't use a brush for it. You're using your fingers. Why is that?
I just like it. It looks more skin-like when you use your own skin to blend things. So you could dab it on, you could press it on, and you could blend it with the warmth of your skin. So a brush, yes, you could definitely use a brush, but just your fingertip, if you press it on and use the warmth of your fingertip to blend it, it'll do wonders. Life-changing.
Not life changing. I love that. Although I also like this. I know your daughter loves makeup. Her mom's a makeup artist. I love this for putting it on young kids because you know how sometimes kids for Halloween, they also want to do costumes, they want to do makeup, and you're not quite sure if you really want to put all that product on them. You just dab a little bit of that on their cheeks, you dab a little bit on their lips, on their eyes. It looks like makeup. I'm obsessed with this product. I'm definitely adding that to my cart for Halloween. I think that is so fly.
And this is one of the newer products that Beauty Blender carries. They're famous for their sponge, and you could even use that sponge to blend that highlighter on. And that's kind of one of their newer products, and it's amazing. I'm so happy.
Oh, obsessed. Okay, so now that we have our eyes done, we have our highlighter. We've put it everywhere to kind of bring the lip to life. What's the last step that we need here?
So I need some more color. There's not enough color on my face. I'm going to use the e.l.f. liquid lipstick in Red Vixen. And this I'm going to use on my cheeks and I'm going to use on my lips. And it's just going to be a flushed kind of look, not too heavy. And I'll just take a little bit of it and I'll put it on my cheek. And I'll take the sponge and blend. And this is very, very pigmented, but if you blend it with a sponge, it'll give you a nice rosy glow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, she's hitting the streets. She's hitting the virtual streets. That's what she's doing. She's going to a Halloween virtual party.
You see how, and it doesn't look powdery. It's not powder, but it doesn't look like it's so cakey because it's actually a lipstick. It's cream. And if you want to dab it right on your lip and just give it a nice pop, pop, pop. At least 3 pops. Pop, pop, pop.
Pop, pop, pop. I am so surprised that I've never seen that before, but I absolutely love it. I'm all about repurposing my makeup products. But the fact that you're using lipstick to put on your cheeks, that's incredible. Does this work on all skin tones?
Yes, absolutely. This red is amazing. It's so bright. It's so vibrant. I could have put it on my eyes if I wanted to, but we'll just leave it for the cheeks and the lips today. And as you can see, the color payoff is amazing. Pop, pop, pop.
And that's what we want. Because when we're taking our photos, listen, because Halloween is going to look a little different. We're going to be maybe getting dressed up and maybe hanging out just outside or in our backyard with our loved ones. Or maybe we might be doing it solo. That color payoff is key because that's what's going to look great in photos. That's what's really going to look great in your social media. Now, Lou, I've been told that when it comes to bright eyes, if you're going for like a really kind of wild eye, a disco queen sort of eye, that you can't do a red lip as well, that it's clashing. Is it only okay when you're going for the disco vibes?
There are no rules when it comes to makeup. That's kind of like my number one motto. There are no rules. Whatever you feel as though you're happy in and you look good in, rock it out. So I could even vamp this up a lot more. I have false eyelashes on right now, and they just bring the look together. And you might not see the full effect because I didn't do the other eye, but if you want, you could add a little bit of this. This is the e.l.f. liquid liner, and this is amazing. This is what I used for that line. You could even use this to add a little more drama, and then draw that. I call this the lightning eyeliner look. So you could even add a little bit more drama to this look by adding a black liquid liner. And it's never enough for me. It's never enough. We can always go above and beyond.
This is why we're friends. The more, the better, right?
The merrier.
Keep adding it on. The more, the merrier. That's right. I want to just look at some of the questions because we are live. There are people that are asking questions. I see Berlin just asked a question and said, Lou, where do you put the highlighter? I believe we answered that. We use that Beauty Blender Glass Glow Shine Lighter. That's where we put it. And we put it pretty much everywhere. On the eyelids, on the cheeks, on the lips. That highlighter is so versatile. And Berlin also says, I want to become like Lou and become a makeup artist. Well, you can.
Yeah.
You buy all these products and follow Lou's step-by-step tutorials.
All of these. You can definitely do it.
Oh.
And I have a whole bunch more.
absolutely obsessed